I'm reviewing my RV, and every week we're throwing open the doors to the newest, most jaw-dropping motorhomes before they even hit the dealership lot. If it's fresh, innovative, and rev-ready, we're reviewing it. Let's dive in. You know, there are moments in automotive history when something so bold happens that it doesn't just make headlines, it changes the way we think about travel, luxury, and adventure. And honestly, I think what Bugatti just revealed for 2026 might be one of those moments. Because today, we're not talking about another hypercar or limited edition concept, we're talking about a motorhome. Yeah, you heard that right. A Bugatti motorhome. Just let that sink in for a second. Bugatti, the brand that gave us the Chiron and Veyron, the same company obsessed with breaking speed records, is stepping into the world of motorhomes. And not just any motorhome, something that looks like it rolled straight out of the future. When I first saw the photos, I had to blink twice. It's sleek, it's sculpted, it's aerodynamic in a way that makes you question how a vehicle this large could look this fast just sitting still. You know how most RVs look like boxes on wheels. Forget that. This thing looks like a spaceship decided to go on a road trip. The front fascia carries that unmistakable Bugatti horseshoe grille, elegant, powerful, and commanding attention from every angle. The lines flow so smoothly along the body that even parked, it feels like it's slicing through air. You can almost imagine the wind wrapping around it like silk. But here's the thing, Bugatti didn't just slap their logo on a regular RV and call it a day. Oh no, they've poured the same philosophy that drives their hypercars into this motorhome: performance, craftsmanship, and prestige. Everything about it feels intentional. From the sculpted LED lights to the gold-accented alloy wheels, this thing whispers elegance and screams dominance. Imagine pulling up to a mountain retreat or a luxury coastal resort in this. Heads would turn, cameras would come out, and let's be honest, you'd feel like royalty stepping out of something that combines the spirit of a Bugatti supercar with the comfort of a private jet. Now, let's talk about what makes this even crazier: the powertrain. Bugatti is entering the hybrid age with grace and absolute precision. Underneath that smooth body lies a plug-in hybrid setup, a beautifully tuned combination of Bugatti's signature W16-inspired technology and an advanced electric drive system. It's not just about power anymore, it's about control, efficiency, and responsibility. The 2026 Bugatti Motorhome offers something we rarely see in luxury travel vehicles: sustainability without sacrifice. The hybrid engine delivers over 1,200 horsepower, making it possibly the most powerful motorhome ever created. Yeah, 1,200, that's enough to make you forget you're driving a vehicle that weighs as much as a small house. But the genius here isn't just brute force, it's the way Bugatti's engineering makes it feel effortless. Smooth acceleration, near-silent cruising when it switches to electric mode, and torque so instant it could pull a trailer up a mountain road like it's nothing. And speaking of mountains, off-road capabilities were not an afterthought. Bugatti's engineers knew their clientele wouldn't settle for something that only looks good on smooth highways. This thing's been designed to handle rugged terrains without losing its composure. Adjustable air suspension, adaptive terrain response, and an all-wheel drive system that feels straight out of a rally car. This isn't your average weekend camper. You could take it into the Alps, the deserts of Dubai, or the rocky trails of Colorado, and it would still glide like a dream. There's this wild sense of confidence just knowing you could park a Bugatti on top of a mountain, literally. Now, here's where things get even more surreal: the interior. When you step inside, it doesn't feel like a vehicle anymore. It feels like stepping into a luxury suite aboard a Cypriot. The craftsmanship, pure Bugatti, hand-stitched Italian leather, carbon fiber panels that shimmer under ambient lighting, and brushed aluminum accents that give off that modern, high-end look without feeling cold. It's warm, it's inviting, and yet it screams exclusivity. Every detail feels custom-made, down to the placement of buttons, the softness of the seats, and the curves of the furniture. They've taken the concept of living on the road and turned it into an art form. The main lounge has these reclining seats that swivel and adjust automatically depending on the terrain, so even when you're driving through winding roads, your seat subtly keeps you level. Genius, right? And then there's the panoramic roof, a massive, tinted glass panel that stretches nearly the entire length of the cabin. Day and night, it fills the interior with light, giving you this almost spaceship-like connection with the world outside. At night, you can just dim the glass, recline your seat, and watch the stars. It's not camping anymore, it's cosmic living. But what really blew my mind was the tech integration. The entire motorhome is run by Bugatti's new AI-driven control system, something they're calling Brand Tour Intelligence. It learns your preferences, climate, lighting, even driving habits, and adjusts everything automatically. It can detect when you're approaching a steep hill and prep the hybrid system for extra torque. It can even manage your route for optimal battery efficiency and comfort. It's like having your own co-pilot, but smarter and more polite than any human could ever be. The kitchen area looks like it was lifted straight from a luxury penthouse. Induction cooktops, hidden refrigerators, and even a fold-out espresso bar, because Bugatti knows their customers don't just want convenience, they want sophistication in every moment. The sleeping quarters, imagine a king-size bed framed by ambient light, with memory foam layers tuned for zero vibration during motion. The walls are covered in noise-canceling acoustic fabric, so you hear nothing but peace. And for entertainment, a 70-inch retractable OLED display paired with a sound system tuned by none other than Violette. Whether you're watching a movie, gaming, or just enjoying music while parked by the sea, it feels immersive beyond words. Now, if you're wondering what all of this costs, well, let's just say it's not for everyone. The starting price is rumored to hover around $5 million. Yeah, 5. But here's the thing, for the people Bugatti is targeting, that's not the point. They're not buying transportation, they're buying a statement. They're buying something that says, I can take luxury anywhere. And honestly, I can't even be mad at that. Because if you're spending that kind of money, shouldn't your home on wheels make your mansion jealous? But here's what's fascinating, it's not just luxury for luxury's sake. Bugatti claims this motorhome is designed for long-distance travel with sustainability in mind. The hybrid system can run up to 150 miles purely on electric power, perfect for short trips or eco zones before the combustion engine kicks in for extended range. Combine that with solar panels seamlessly integrated into the roof, and you're looking at one of the most self-sufficient luxury vehicles ever made. You could literally park this thing in the middle of nowhere and still live like royalty for weeks. Comparing it to Bugatti's previous vehicles feels almost unfair, because this thing redefines what Bugatti stands for. For over a century, the brand has been synonymous with speed and exclusivity. Now, with the 2026 motorhome, they're blending that with freedom, the ability to take that same prestige beyond the racetrack, beyond the city, into the wild. And yet, somehow, it still feels 100% Bugatti. You can see it in the design language, those smooth arcs, the symmetry, the balance of aggression and grace. You can feel it in the performance, where raw power meets refined control. It's like the spirit of the Chiron God reimagined for the open road. And when you park it next to other high-end motorhomes, think Mercedes Marco Polo or even the Brabus Overlander, the difference is immediate. Those are luxurious, sure, but this is art. This is what happens when a brand obsessed with pushing boundaries decides to break a few more. The attention to detail alone is staggering. The stitching on the seats is inspired by the aerodynamic pattern of the Chiron's hood. The lighting system inside mimics the taillight signature of Bugatti's hypercars. Even the door handles, yes, the door handles, have that same satisfying mechanical precision you get when you open a $1 million car door. Bugatti says they only plan to produce around 50 units globally. That's it, 50. So, for those lucky few, it's not just a motorhome, it's a collectible. It's something that will appreciate in value, both financially and emotionally. Because imagine, 10 years from now, pulling up to a rally or a luxury RV gathering in a Bugatti motorhome. People will stop whatever they're doing. They'll stare, they'll whisper, because they know they're witnessing something truly rare. Now, let's talk a bit about what it feels like to drive it, because that's where Bugatti's DNA really shines through. Reviewers who got early access described it as surreal, like piloting a yacht through a dreamscape. The steering feels incredibly light for its size, yet precise enough to make tight corners with confidence. The hybrid powertrain transitions so smoothly between electric and combustion that you barely notice. There's no harsh engine noise, no vibrations, just an endless, buttery stream of motion. It's addictive in a way only Bugatti could pull off. And when you switch to the fully electric mode, it's eerily quiet. You glide silently through the landscape, with only the faint hum of the tires reminding you that you're moving. It's peaceful, almost meditative. It's the kind of driving that makes you forget about the destination entirely, because the journey itself feels like a luxury experience. Now, imagine this scenario. You're cruising through the French Riviera. The sunlight dances across the white bodywork, the gold wheels shimmer, and people on the sidewalk stop and stare. You roll down the tinted window, and that subtle Bugatti emblem catches the light. It's not arrogance, it's presence. It's the kind of presence that says, this isn't just travel, this is lifestyle. And as you glide along the coast, your onboard AI reminds you of the nearest gourmet restaurant already booked under your name. That's the level of seamlessness Bugatti is offering. It's not about showing off, it's about living in motion perfectly. But what I personally love most about this 2026 Bugatti Motorhome is that it feels visionary. It's not just a fancy project, it's a statement about where mobility is heading. A blend of high performance, sustainability, and comfort. A vehicle that reminds us that luxury doesn't have to mean excess, it can mean harmony. Harmony between technology and design, between adventure and elegance, between power and peace. It's funny, when you think of a motorhome, you imagine long road trips, messy campgrounds, maybe a family barbecue set up outside. Bugatti just flipped that image upside down. They've made the motorhome glamorous. Suddenly, the idea of living on the road isn't about compromise, it's about freedom, ultimate, unapologetic freedom. I think this is going to change the game. We might start seeing other luxury automakers follow suit. Imagine a Rolls-Royce motorhome, a Lamborghini RV, or even a Bentley touring coach. But Bugatti will always be remembered as the one that dared to go first. The one that said, what if a motorhome could feel like a Chiron for the open road? As the world shifts towards hybrid and electric travel, the 2026 Bugatti Motorhome feels perfectly timed. It's a bold step that acknowledges a changing world while refusing to let go of the artistry that makes driving magical. It's innovation wrapped in elegance, technology dressed in emotion. And if you ask me, that's exactly what the future of luxury should look like. So, whether you're a die-hard Bugatti fan or just someone who loves the open road, you've got to admit, this thing is breathtaking. It's the kind of creation that makes you dream bigger, drive farther, and see travel in a completely new way. The 2026 Bugatti Motorhome isn't just a vehicle, it's a promise. A promise that no matter where you go, you can take the world's finest craftsmanship with you. Because let's face it, life's too short for ordinary road trips. If you love seeing the absolute newest motorhome technology and design, you need to be part of the Review My RV family. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next big reveal. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the open road.